So sorry. Hold on. Well, for starters, look who's having a bowl of Doritos for this Oscar party. Aw, she's so cute. I don't think Doritos are healthy. I had one bag of Doritos. Yeah. Look at this ball. What the hell is this? It's a ball at the beach. It's a stone ball. Those have to be extraterrestrial. Well, hey, Chairman Ping Pao. Welcome back. Sorry for your 24-hour ban. Trump is trying to help America. We don't know the whole story behind what Trump is doing. Hey, Pat. Hey, Knives. You know, Trump has lived a very complicated life. He's got the public life. He's got the private life. He's got the wife life. He's got the buddy life. So he's probably like 4 personalities. He is a father, pretty decent father. I mean, you don't see his children covered in face tattoos, do you? So he did something right. I'm not sure Trump is trying to save us from World War III, or is he trying to bait the Europeans into shooting themselves on the foot? I don't know who has the thirst for war with Russia. Maybe it's just the military industrial complex. And by Trump exiting NATO, the warmongers are like, but this war is going so good. How can you give up on this money train? And, you know, if Europe gets this wrong, it could be Russian territory. We could be like, you did it to yourself. I told you. You saw how Zelensky was. He was over in our White House acting a fool. We kicked him to the curb. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I have no love for Zelensky. I care about all humans, so I care about the citizens of Ukraine. And I think they're being used as pawns in a banker war. I've been saying that we should close our bases. Now, Trump hasn't said that yet. He's kind of going in that direction. And if that's true, boy, my policies are being adopted. So I'm very pleased with myself, and I'm pleased with Trump's behavior. So you're going to see more Trump love out of me if he copies my ideas. I want to see Trump grow the economy. I'm kind of getting these global recession fears. I'm not sure there's any big examples I can share with you right now, but I was reading some headlines that was like, oh, little fear over here, little fear over there. How do we profit from staying out of war? Well, just by basically, I guess, efficient means of production and global shipping. war's going to happen someplace, and we just have to go around it and just make sure that our products and services are delivered on schedule. I am a little worried with Trump wanting to war with the cartels because that could spill over into America. Isn't it safe to assume that cartel members are inside America right now? I would say yes. And isn't it safe to assume that they've got plastic explosives and weapons of mass destruction in America? I would say that's safe to assume. I just feel like the war with the cartels could turn into another Vietnam. They bomb some house in some city and 300 or 400 innocent civilians are killed, and next thing you know, we're bombing cities and cities are flattened and lots of innocent Mexican people are dead. If you don't know this, he got approval from the Mexican Senate to use special forces. That's like saying, hey, sweetie, how about I give you a back rub? She's like, all right. Hey, can I take off that bra? And the Mexican Senate's like, yes, you can take off the bra, but that's it. But we know what happens next. The back rub turns around to a reach around. Next thing you know, we're at full war with Mexico, or we're warring in Mexico. The next trigger point will be Taiwan semiconductor capabilities destroyed. I think we're going to do that. We're going to destroy the semiconductor capabilities of Taiwan to fuck China. Somehow China will fuck us, and then we'll fuck China back. And then American semiconductor capabilities will be supplying the world with the necessary semiconductors. Knives, it doesn't mean I'm puppet master. It just means that my leadership was so good, it got stolen and hijacked. It means I'm shadow president. That's what it means. It means I'm shadow president. I have no real power, but I have the power of suggestion. Mossad, Israel's CIA, their motto, through wise guidance, you can wage your war. So potentially through my great ideas, maybe Elon Musk reads my ideas on 4chan or something, and he's like, hey, Donald, I had an idea last night. What if we get rid of all of our bases around the world? There's like 170 US military bases. That's costing us a lot of money, and they pay us, and they also don't respect us. So why don't we shut them down, bring home the troops within 90 days, and then some of them will beg us for our services, and then we charge them. They owe us money, but they're never going to pay us. So why should we risk American lives, our sons and daughters in the military in those risky nations? If they want our services, then we'll sell them our services. Otherwise, figure it out yourself. You're a grown-ass man. You're a grown-ass nation. And we can just focus on selling goods and services. And maybe we have private military contractors providing security services there. It's too risky. And you don't want to play ball with us to begin with. So, no sense in sticking around at a party where you're not welcome. There's probably also aides within Trump's administration who are on 4chan scouring for ideas. And they're like, hey, Donald Trump, oh, what's happening, Jason? Well, I had an idea this weekend. Maybe we consider closing our military bases around the world, all 170 of them, We bring all the troops home. Everybody would be happy about that. We're saving billions of dollars. And then if they really need us, we can sell our services to them for a fair price on a long-term contract. And that also gives us a good opportunity to do good trade negotiations for their resources. Maybe they got some rare earth things that we need over there. We're like, well, how about some of your rare earth, and we'll give you at a fair price military protection. All this could be happening. Yeah, Pat's onto something there. Let me pull up politically incorrect. Let's see if there's any. We also need to keep Trump on track to audit Fort Knox. I'm about to sneeze. Hold on a sec. We need to audit Fort Knox. I think we should start discussions about winding down the Federal Reserve. We're still going to pay back those nations who bought our long-term bonds. We're just not going to issue any new bonds for U.S. currency through the Federal Reserve. We're going to make the Federal Reserve defunct, and the U.S. Treasury will start issuing U.S. fiat currency, and the U.S. Treasury will create out of thin air bonds and find other people to buy them. We will no longer allow the private bank to create bonds, then sell them to the market and scoop up all that money out of fresh air. All right, not the one you'll banned. The reason why, I don't have to give you a reason. See ya when it wanna be ya. So the US will start printing its own fiat money, and we will pay back the people who bought our bonds with fiat money made by the US Treasury, not the Federal Reserve. Yeah. Same phony money, different owner. This time it's the federal government's the owner, not the private bank, the Federal Reserve. We should also bring up charges against the Federal Reserve for defrauding the American people for 111 years. That's 111 years exactly. 1913 is when they started the Federal Reserve, coming up this Christmas Day. And if Americans are prosperous and Americans are paying less tax, guess what? They'll have more money. And what are they going to do with that money? Spend it. Where? Main Street, into the economy. Yeah, so Trump can grow our economy through goods and services, just trading with Americans. I can't think of anything we need from other countries to make America work. Can you? We could build flat panel televisions here. We make our cars here. We make our washing machines and refrigerators. Like, everything's here. What are we dependent upon from other nations? Name it in the comments. I don't know the answer. I think the answer is nothing. I think we have it all right here. We need cobalt. All right, let's ask Grok where the most cobalt comes from. And I'm sure we can trade with these people. Hey, you got the cobalt. Let's find out first. World's biggest supply of cobalt. You know, there should be an AI computer program called Hey Jamie, pull that up. Like Joe Rogan. Hey Jamie, pull that up. World's biggest supply of cobalt. Hey Jamie. All right, it's searching. Democratic Republic of Congo, the DRC, holds more than half of the global cobalt reserves. 4 million metric tons. I'll read it. The world, actually, we'll have the computer read it to us. Some people like this, some people hate it. I like it. Here we go.
The world's largest supply of cobalt, in terms of reserves, is found in the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. The DRC cobalt reserves, with estimates around 4 million metric tons out of the worldwide total of approximately 11 million metric tons as of 2023. This makes it the country with the most significant known deposits of this critical metal, far surpassing other nations like Australia, which has around 1.7 million metric tons, and Indonesia, with about 600,000 metric tons. The DRC's dominance is not just in reserves but also in production, accounting for roughly 70 to 84% of global cobalt output in recent years, with 220,000 metric tons produced in 2024 alone. Cobalt is primarily mined as a byproduct of copper and nickel, and the DRC's vast deposits, particularly in the Katanga region, have made it a focal point for the global supply chain, especially for batteries used in electric vehicles and electronics. However, this concentration raises concerns about supply chain stability, ethical mining practices, and geopolitical risks, prompting efforts to diversify sources elsewhere. Still, no other country currently matches the DRC's scale of reserves.
Okay, cobalt. Well, the big point here is we can get it through our trading partners. Some might say, well, Wayne, if we get rid of our 170 military bases around the world, that would create a power vacuum and our enemies would enter and dominate that country. Oh, well, they're a grown-ass country, not our problem. Let China shoulder the burden of babysitting their country on training wheels. You know, we all learned to ride a bicycle when we were, 10 years old or something, and they took off to train. You know, the US aid was all about bribing. It was bribery. We were lots of money, especially the leaders, so they were on the USA side of things. But we don't need to have it's like you're the most insecure kid in school and your parents are rich. So you're just bribing everybody to be your friend. They're like, hey, you going to Wayne's party? Yeah, me too. I don't really like him. I don't like him either. But he's always giving me things. And he bought me this shirt and my new bicycle and, video games. And I don't like him. I don't either, but he's given me so much free shit. I mean, why would we say no? Got a good point. I got a free Game Boy from Wayne and a PlayStation and a bicycle, and he lets me come swim in his swimming pool, and I don't even really like him. Oh, he's a horrible guy. He's spoiled rotten. I don't even know why we do it, but oh well, we'll worry about that later. Yeah. So that's America. We're providing the strippers and the cocaine. That's America. We were buying friendships. Now we can let China buy the friendships or Russia buy the friendships. We don't need these people. Matter of fact, I'm going to say something conspiratorial. I'm pretty sure we can leave the Earth like Star Trek. So why don't we just get the fuck out of here? Why don't we just build a bunch of Star Trek cruisers and start cruising the galaxy and say, fuck you, Earth. It was fun while it lasted, but we're out of here. All your drama, you central banks, go ahead and fuck everybody. Yeah, fuck everybody. In Israel, please never stop fucking people. You're the best at fucking people. We're out of here. And we just leave the earth. We go to a new planet. We invent a Stargate, and all Americans are welcome on a new planet. Okay, this is really serious. The agenda this week is to get Elon Musk to tell us where the fucking oxygen is coming from for humans to live there. Or does he expect us to be boy in the bubble on Mars? Is he selling us hey, let's go to Mars, everybody. We gotta protect the human civilization, and my best idea is boy in the bubble. Is he selling us boy in the bubble on Mars? What if you're going for a walk on Mars? You're like, Wayne, what's going on? Are you okay? Oh, dude, I gotta take a dump. Oh shit. I mean, no pun intended. Yeah, we got to get back to the base pronto. Imagine shitting yourself in your spacesuit. What kind of life is Elon trying to trick us into? Spacesuits forever? Or are we just going to live in some fucking rickety motorhome on the red planet? That doesn't sound like fun. We already have anti-gravity. There's a pretty good chance we're already on Mars, but they're not telling us. Like predictive programming, the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie, Total Recall, it's probably going on. Elon Musk is an actor, and his job is to pretend like he's working on the future to stall. He's stalling everybody. Hey guys, I'm building the rockets. I got my tunnel boring machine, trying to make some babies, making electric cars. I'm trying to make the tree huggers happy. I'm trying to make the government happy. I'm trying to bring internet to the world. Like, he's doing it all. He's juggling plates. He's got plates on sticks, and he's spinning the plates. Starlink, Boring, Neuralink, X, Tesla. That's 5 companies he's CEO of. Maybe I forgot one. Now in Doge, he's doing 6 things as the world's richest man. I'm jealous, actually. I'm just jealous. I could do the same thing. I'm jealous. But he's also kind of he's holding us back. We could be doing a lot more. If I was Elon Musk, I would set up the Stargate company. And his goal, instead of digging tunnels like rats, the goal of that company is to build a real Stargate machine where we can use wormholes to go to other planets. Wayne, you been drinking? No. There's rumor that Stargates are real. So why don't we figure it out? I think the government already has Stargates, with Stargates, we could just go from California to London within a second. No more airplanes. Don't even need anti-gravity. Just disappear. Boom. You're up. You arrive in London. Hey, shipping department, I need all that cobalt for our batteries. Well, boss, it just got on the ship. Should be here in 90 days. Not fast enough. Put it through the Stargate. That's going to cost us 10% more. Do it. Like if we had Stargates, shipping and receiving, it'd all be instant. So Elon Musk's job is to appear to be driving as fast as we can. Meanwhile, he's got his hand on the emergency brake and going, it just won't go faster. But we know it can go faster. Wow, I'm looking at a pretty island of Indonesia right now. Hold on a second, let me show you. This is Indonesia. You can see this is like my screensaver. Look how pretty that is. Look at those blue water. I've got a big 55-inch curved Samsung. They don't even make curved Samsungs anymore that I'm aware of. Well, this is a Chromebook connected to my, I'll show you my setup. So there's my Chromebook, and then it's connected to the thing. Yeah. I don't want anybody to think I'm ragging on Elon Musk. I'm not. First of all, I'm jealous that he's being given venture capital and he's making companies. I'd like to be given venture capital. I can make some companies. I think I can make an unlimited power machine. I think I can make a Stargate that works. Thanks, Carlos. That's sweet of you to include me. You're the best, buddy. You're the best. Oh. I want to show you this really cool map of America. It's a topography map with shadows. All right. So let's look at by Lake Tahoe right up here. Okay, we're going to zoom in. Whoops. Oh, this is Salt Lake City right here. I drove like through here, and then I cut over this summertime. But let's go to Lake Tahoe. You'll notice this is Lake Tahoe here. Let me try to zoom in more. All right. This here, lots of gold. And this here, all of it gold. That used to be here. So the gold kind of goes like this, that region. And we're having really heavy rains, okay? So there's snowpack here, and then there's rains. And then so these are all crevices or valleys. So there's going to be a lot of gold down here in the springtime. You would want to go gold panning there. If you're smart, and I know you are, go there right now and put a secret sleuth in the river. And a sleuth is like a channel with a bunch of dams. A dam. It's illegal to do this. Nobody's going to know. Yeah, so put some hidden sleuths in some rivers. You make them out of wood, just pine, and just walk way the fuck up. Park by the road and make these like, use white pine, which is very lightweight, and make them like 1 foot wide and 12 foot long. And you don't carry it, you drag it up there. Nobody would know. And then you go way up there and you make sure like somebody, like you're going to put it down here in a valley. Well, you make sure there's no roads up here where people can spy it down here. And you make sure they can't look down. So you put it in the valley, in the river, so it's underwater. And you put the stuff called miner's moss, which looks like the green scrubby thing for the kitchen for pots. Yeah. And just look at some sleuths on the internet and put it up there right now. We're March. Go back May 1st. You'll have a bunch of, you might have like, well, you're going to have gold. There's going to be gold in it. I promise you there's going to be gold in it. Why don't you do it, Wayne? Well, that's about a 10-hour drive for me right now. There's a pretty good chance you'd get some nuggets in there. The reason is there's going to be tremendous water flow. And the Sun Tzu Art of War says momentum. Water is soft and yielding, yet the speed of rushing water can move boulders. So that's what's going to happen is boulders are going to be tumbling down, creating havoc, and everything's going to be shifting. And where that boulder was, under it, it was gold. But now that boulder is doing bowling. It's fucking everything up. And that all that fuck up, you know how much it would take to do that with a tractor? Thousands and thousands of dollars of diesel fuel and a $500,000 tractor to do that kind of damage. Mother Nature's doing it for you. And the other thing you want to do is you want to look in the corner of the turns. I'll just do a little drawing here. So this is a river. Gold will be here because this is fast water and this is slow. And this is slow water here. That's where gold will be, and this will be fast. So in the spring, you go here. You'll see a sandbar. All right. So, and there will be a sandbar here. So then you'll want to bring that after you clean out your sleuth. Then go over here and put it in the water. Let me draw it in the water. So after you clean out your sleuth, you put it here in the stream, and then you shovel all that dirt into here. It sleuthes itself out, and then you clean out your miner's moss. It's called the clean out, and then do it here. You can make $50,000. One of my campaign promises was to nationalize our precious minerals. Same thing as oil and natural gas rights and gold, silver, platinum, anything in the ground, including gravel. So right now you can get a gold mining claim for $270. You can control 20 acres. And if I was your president, I would take that away from you. And I would give it to the federal government, and then we would start mining the fuck out of the earth. We would be raping the earth with our big cock caterpillars. And we would be using those precious metals for the long-term safety and security of our nation. Yeah. Oh, no, there would be no big noses in that river because that would require the dangerous four-letter word, W-O-R-K. Also, well, you know what happens on June 21st? I know what you're thinking. June 21st is the first day of cannabis flowering. So go plant yourself a guerrilla grow on national park land. So up those rivers where the gold is, you got a backpack with like as many as you can put. Like they would be seedlings. This is what is this? Chicken bouillon. You know, something like this with a a 10-inch marijuana plant, since you're going up these streams to go gold mining, put some plants in different places and make sure they're on the side with the most sunlight, and make sure it's a place where nobody goes. And that's called a guerrilla grow. You want to put, if you want to be super sneaky, you put duct tape on your shoes so you don't leave a footprint. I mean, if you're really worried. Now that California, like, weed's legal, you're not going to get busted, so you don't have to do that. What else? You might, the deer could eat it, but you might put up a little fence around it. But a couple nice guerrilla grows. Then you go up in September, check your sleuth for more gold, and bring yourself some trash bags and do a harvest and come home with your weed. Roger, you don't know who you're talking to, man. Let me just show you something. What's his name? Chinese philosopher. Those who speak, those who speak do not know. What's the quote? Oh. Those who know do not speak, and those who speak do not know. Okay. So what I'm showing you right now are previous gold mining claims in California. So this is where the gold rush happened. And Sacramento is right here, okay, the American River. So the gold here went into the American River, and that's where Sutter's Mill is, and they found a football size of gold. So Roger, I know more than you on this topic, all right? And notice how there's a gap here. So that used to be connected here. This is the valley, like Redding is right here. And also, like, there's, gold over here, but there's more up here. You can find that map by Googling California gold field. Also, that's federal land. So for $270, you can have a 20-acre piece of land that you can rape as much as you want. You can front door rape it. You can back door rape it. You can double penetrate it any way you want. It's your land to rape. Do I think the EU will start World War III? I think they'll fight with Russia. I don't think it'll turn into a world war. I think the Europeans will just fuck themselves. And they'll be borrowing money and buying weapons from America. And come on, America, we need your help. You're like, fuck you. World War I and World War II, we're done with you bitches. Hire the Indians, hire the Africans. We're tired of you. We'll sell you weapons at a reasonable, fair price. And you can win this. You've learned from Napoleon. You've learned from Hitler. This time you're going to do it right. Of course, they're not going to win. It is generally shocking that you people aren't embarrassed by the conduct of Trump. You should be embarrassed by your name, Yogurt Assassin. Yogurt Assassin. We shouldn't use the term LGBT anymore. We shouldn't have it. We shouldn't call it Pride Month. We should call it Yogurt Assassin Month. Mm. Mm. Oh, so good. I used a lot of Trader Joe olive oil in my cast iron skillet. And then a bunch of sea salt. Pink Himalayan sea salt. Then rosemary. And then some lemon pepper. Mm. Oh, that was delicious. Oh, Roger brought some information here. And Roger said, not all rivers have gold. Oh, good job, Roger. All right. Hey, Roger, I got a wisdom for you. Not all gas stations carry diesel. I think you'd make a good guest on a show. You know, there's a national park back east where you can get diamonds. I don't know where it's at, but people find diamonds. And you pay like $10 for the day, and you can find diamonds. I didn't say you were a Mormon. Well, my show is like stand-up comedy. Sometimes I'm gonna heckle the audience. Hmm. Arkansas. But hold on, Roger. Not all of Arkansas has diamonds. Hmm. Brennan's right. Yogurt. What was his name? Yogurt Assassin? Man. What kind of person has a username Yogurt Assassin? I've seen everything now. I know you are. That's why the world doesn't respect the U.S. anymore. Yogurt Assassin. Well, Yogurt Assassin, what politician twists your nipples? What politician makes you give that? What politician do you like? I'll wait. Roger, I'm just winding you up, man. Let it go. We're fine. Oh my God. Right here, the Lost Horse Mine is now in Joshua Tree National Park, produced 10,000 ounces between 1894 and 1931. Oh, actually, It's right here. And that's very close to where I live. I'm over there. So if anybody wants to do the math, 10,000 times, I'll do it for us, times, I think it's 2,800. That's $28 million in today's money. Oh. Did you see Vivek? This is Vivek. He did an interview with somebody, and he's wearing a suit, but he's not wearing shoes. You can take the Indian out of India, but you can't take the Indian. I don't have any. I thought that was, anyways. I can't make a funny out of that. But public education got us into this mess. Yeah. Oh, here's a picture of my home. I'll share with you guys. Ooh, this looks nice. Okay, this is my front yard, okay? So all these mountains here, all of them are gold-bearing mountains. And this stuff here is sand. Like this, my driveway is very treacherous here. You'll get stuck if you're not going fast enough. And there's 200 gold mining claims here in these old mountains. 200. But this is what my front yard looks like. Nobody, all to myself, man. So I'm pretty into gold mining, and there's a ton of gold where I live. Let's get back to Trump here. I want to find ways to help Trump implement policy. So what about retired people on SSI, not in it, but on it? I think they should get it. Social Security is like a magical piggy bank. You put in 2 or 3 pennies, and by the time you're retired, you get bars of gold. It's important for old people to fuck young people. And that's what Social Security does. It fucks the youth out of money. I'm joking here. They're saying like Social Security isn't self-sufficient and stuff like that. Yeah, but we can get the youth to pay for it. And they're also trying to kill people. Like there is a cure. There's many cures for cancer, but they're not mainstream. I just heard recently, like the cure for cancer is like the stuff I would give to my horse. Okay, that stuff will cure cancer. And if you have blood work done, they purposely will not say if you have parasites. They omit parasites from your blood work as a procedure. So parasites are causing cancer, and they don't want people to use this stuff because they'll live longer and draw money on Social Security. So our government is purposefully killing people, one might say. It's pretty sad. One could hypothesize that medical procedure they coerced people into, that thing on the arm a couple of years ago where the majority of the population got hoodwinked into doing it. They got bullied, coercion, you're going to lose your job. Well, that might have been premeditated murder. Yogurt assassin. Man, I like yogurt, but I think you need some protein. You're a little upset over there, yogurt assassin. Tell us what's wrong. Is your relationship not working out for you? Are you single or do you have a lover? Tell us. I like RFK. I like a scratchy voice. Yeah, RFK. He would have gone further if he didn't have the scratchy voice. RFK is a bit of a hero. I mean, he did quit heroin. That's not exactly easy to do. He probably had a challenging childhood. He's doing the best he can, which is pretty good. He's married to Cheryl Hines, who is considered attractive. She doesn't do it for me, but I can acknowledge that she's attractive. He's trying hard, and he is now a Department of Health or something. I think he's going to do okay. Just happily married. Good for you. Just sad because the U.S. is dying of rot. Used to love your culture. Yogurt assassin, what nation are you from? Claims he's going to sign a deal and ask the media to be there only so he can ambush Trump. Keep defending the bad conduct of your politicians. Well, I'm a politician and I ran for president, and just to prove I'm not a bitter bitch, a bitter Brad, I'm trying to say, let's give Trump some ideas so he can implement our bright future for America. Nobody said you had to sit back and do nothing during the 4 years of the president that you don't like. You can give him ideas on things to do. Like maybe he should start arresting other politicians who are committing treason. Maybe he should arrest or encourage the Department of Justice to investigate Nancy Pelosi for insider trading. Maybe the NSA has got a tremendous amount of evidence on who Nancy's talking to, getting her insider trading tips. She's outperforming the very best people in Wall Street. That's just not possible for anybody else, but it's possible for her, so she's cheating. Oh, yogurt, I'm allowed to be a dickhead. This is my channel. Yeah, I mean, you can leave anytime you want, yogurt. Why don't do you have any yogurt in the fridge right now? Maybe like a blueberry or a strawberry yogurt? Go eat one. Just turn off this channel. Watch some videos on making your own yogurt or something. You don't need to be here. There's a video on Rogan's podcast where he speaks with Elon about why globalists are after Musk so bad. It's serious. Well, Joe Rogan is kind of like a CIA puppet to appear to be a moderate or on the right. He's kind of like, I'm a reformed Democrat. I don't really believe in the Democrats anymore. I'm more of an adult. I'm a moderate, leaning to be a conservative. Well, I think Mr. Yogurt is from the United Kingdom or Australia. Even Biden cussed out Zelensky on a phone call. Yeah. That is a lie, Mr. Brennan. I'm not right or left. I'm a constitutional conservative. That's good. I'm the same way. I like our Constitution. It's a programming language. It's a programming language for liberty. And if we don't follow that programming language, we're going to get viruses. We're not going to get the results we want. Hey, Raisin, good to see you. Yep, part of the Commonwealth. Yogurt is what Commonwealth? Australia Commonwealth? I guess that's Australia. Western Australia's got a lot of gold. I just learned about a huge gold discovery in the 60s. I don't know. They found like 50,000 ounces in 1 week. It was huge. South of Perth by about 500 miles or something. So ideas for Trump. All I've come up with tonight is nationalizing our gold, silver, our precious metals and natural gas. I want Trump to build geothermal electrical stations, 2 of them in every state. Those are easy to do because there's geothermal available everywhere. And before that guy tells me, but that's a deep well, Wayne. Yeah, I know it's deep. Maybe 6,000 feet, 10,000 feet. It's doable, man. With the right attitude, anything's doable. I want Trump to remove our 170 military bases around the world and give those people and create the conditions for a power vacuum. They're a grown-ass nation. They don't need us anymore. I want Trump to tell Zelensky that America won't give them a penny and we will lobby against them and we will never help Ukraine until they have fair elections. Because right now, last May, Zelensky should have left office. And so right now he's acting as a dictator. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Mr. Brennan's right. Can someone think of a national spending purely as dollar? You can't think of a nation spending purely as dollars. It's direct man hours and life force extracted from citizens that they'll never get back. Yeah, you just learning about Karl Marx. Why would anyone do business with this joke of an administration? Well, the administration's not a joke. It's full of good Americans. You can't be like, every 4 years, this half of Americans are a joke, and then this half, then another 4 years, it flips. It's no longer the other political party. Then those 50% of the people are qualified, and the other 50% aren't. We're Americans, right? So quit picking on people because of their political affiliation. There's a tremendous amount of political manipulation going on from Israel. All right. So Israel is dividing people. And what we need to do is come together and kick out Israel. We need to get rid of dual passport holders in our Pentagon and our government. We need to get rid of the central banks. Thanks, Brian. Brian, I'm not sure what you're talking about, by the way. Oh, you pity me? Well, at least I got some pity tonight. That's sweet of you. I'm still hungry. Well, my speech might be free, but it's costing my haters minutes out of their day where they could be doing something else with your life. You could be playing Atari. You could be playing the Pong of your generation. You could be getting yucks on Minecraft. You could be getting to another level on Pokemon, but instead, boom, you're here on my channel. Now who's winning? I'm winning. I'm slurping up your time. Roger said something, which is most likely why you get off on talking trash about American politicians, since you'll go to prison for speaking out against yours. We love our guns and we love our freedom of speech. Tried to jail Trump and break his bank, and then tried to assassinate him twice, and he calls you fascist. Well, they did try to kill Trump, which was terrible, right? There was 2 shooters on that first assassination attempt. And it does appear like the Secret Service was involved in some kind of cover-up. Maybe even the Secret Service was they were complicit. Like they had previous knowledge. They stood down for 5 or 6 minutes. They didn't take the shot on the guy on the roof. That's bananas. That's against policy. You know, police are like, show me your hands. Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Well, is the policy to do that for 6 minutes? Show me your hands. Show me your hands. Johnson, we got to do this for 4 more minutes. I know it's policy. Show me your hands. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. For 6 minutes. Drop the gun. 5 minutes and 55 seconds. Drop the gun. Drop the gun. Okay, ding, ding, ding. 6 minutes. Bang, 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 bang. What if they had to wait 6 minutes? Well, it's what do they call it? An officer-involved shooting. The officer had just cause. He told him to drop the gun for 6 full minutes. Totally normal. Just what the Secret Service did. It's what we do. Yogurt. An armed society is a polite society. I think every 16-year-old should be given a sniper rifle. We need to teach them young. I grew up with weapons. I can shoot things from a great distance. How many people have I murdered? 0. All right. Guns don't kill people. People kill people. There's nothing wrong with sniper rifles. And there's also no evidence of shootings at places where people open books and stare at text for many hours. There's no evidence that's ever happened. Thanks, Roger. I think guns are a blast. And, there's a responsibility that comes with guns. One of my campaign promises was to give all Americans machine guns. And I was going to give Americans free ammunition. And I was going to create something called a citizen army. You know what other backward nation does this? Well, if you thought Switzerland, you would be right. Yeah. I was going to take the logic of those backward hillbillies in Switzerland, otherwise known as mountain Jews, and I was going to create a citizen army. Think about it. We'd save money. Why have a standing army in uniform at their bases like we have now? We could have a citizen army who keep the machine guns at home. All right, Roger, you're first on the list. We'll let you pick like one of 10 amazing machine guns, one that's right for you. You could say, wow, I don't really want the big caliber, Wayne. I want a 9mm H&K MP5. Maybe, we're going to need some small caliber machine gun in the Army. We're going to need some large caliber. Maybe you're a 308 machine gun kind of guy. Maybe you're a 5.556, or no, what is it? 0.223. It's the same thing. 0.223 caliper or 5.56. Maybe you want one of those. I think they call it the M4 now. It used to be called the M16. Mm-hmm. You got a P90? Wow. A 5 and 7. F&N 5 and 7. Lack of family is why we're all failing. But isn't it the family that got us here? At one point we had a family. Well, that's, there's the guy Yuri Brezhnev who defeated from the KGB in 1988 or something. He said that the Soviet Union, within one generation, with sex, drugs, and rock and roll, and homosexuality, and breaking up the family, no mom and dad, homosexuality, drugs, you splinter society. Yeah, that's obvious, right? Joe and Debbie Cox, welcome. Who breaks up the family? Oh, the corporations. And also the politicians. Claiming lower wages. I think we should have a general strike. The first Monday of every month. This way, the stock market gets off to a shitty week. By Friday, Monday, general strike, nobody goes to work. By Friday, they're like, well, it was a terrible week on Wall Street with the general strike on Monday. We barely recovered by Friday. Let's hope our politicians meet the needs of the people so they quit doing a general strike. It's costing our nation billions of dollars of lost productivity, lost profits. You know, during the Middle Ages, the peasants had 180 days off per year. 180. 3 into 18. 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18. So that's 6 months a year. So during the 1500s, the Dark Ages, the peasants had 6 months off a year, and they still did all the work. Despite the fact that the US invented modern public education. Did they? So like Europe didn't have education until we invented it? They're like, hey, let's copy what the Americans are doing? I'm not sure that's true. Yogurt Assassin. Where are you from? I think you're full of shit. Yogurt Assassin, how much money do you get paid to be here? Whatever it is, you're being underpaid. They should at least give you training before you come to the internet and start spreading your misinformation. All right, I'm kind of getting a little tired. I got one more piece of chicken to eat. I don't have any candy. I want some candy. Well, that's good. I'm proud of you for making robots that replace jobs. Here's a good video, a good photo from Elon Musk. We can all learn from this. All right. Here's the king and queen having dinner while the rest of the chessboard is dead. So all you people having identity politics, they got us fighting a culture war when we should be fighting a class war. This is a class war. This is the upper class. That's the lower class. That's dead. All right. So none of these people are in this conversation tonight. It's you and I, the classes, and they've got us fighting against each other. So we have to stop. We have to put aside our petty differences and maybe go on strike once in a while. We need to come up with a general strike eventually. There's too many people here to say thank you for being here. Just off the top of my head, my favorite people, starting with Chairman Ping Pao, he was first. Pat Paulson, Knives, Charles Smith, Mr. Brennan, 21, Techrohedricon might have been here. Brian. Yeah. Thanks everybody for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night.